Good morning, everyone, and happy July 1st. Today is Monday, July 1st, which means many of you are probably going on vacation this week because it's the 4th of July here in the United States. Shireen is not in the United States, but it is Christmas in July for her. You can tell from her awesome sweatshirt that she has on, and I love to see that. You know, I'm in Arizona and it's about 115 degrees every day, so we can't wear sweatshirts like that. But I'm excited to open up July talking about one of my favorite subjects, money. By far,
Right.
one of my favorite subjects. And it's not that I chase money. That's not what I'm talking about. Why I love having the conversation about money is about financial literacy. And
Mhm.
Shireen really wants to break that misconception of bookkeeping is not just data entry. So, Shireen,
Mhm.
welcome to today's show. Can you talk a little bit about how you got into the world of finances, why you love it so much, and just tell us a little bit more about that whole misconception, because so many people think it's bookkeeping is just data entry. You're just taking whatever's debited or credited and putting it into a software.
Right, right. Well, first of all, thank you for having me. And second, so bookkeeping has been something that I've been doing before I even became a business owner, as a side hustle, uh, for about 6 years. And then this is during the time I was in the aviation industry. And I'm sure everyone's well aware of the pandemic. And that's when I was retrenched and let go from my job. And that was when I decided to take my side hustle and make it my own business in California. So, bookkeeping, I love bookkeeping. For me, it's my specialty and it's how I serve. It's how I serve the community, it's how I serve the business owners out there. Numbers is not for everybody. Numbers is a specific type of person that enjoys figuring it out, and that's me. And so, for me, my heart is to serve business owners in the very department that they um, hate, if I can say. It's a very harsh word, but hate.
No, you are so spot on. I think everybody listening or anybody who's watching the replay, just use hashtag replay. I will tell you that it is a pain point for many, many, many business owners because they might be really good at selling a product and getting out there and producing income. But when it comes to expenses, if it was that easy, by the way, all of us would be able to do it ourselves, right? If it was
Right.
just data entry and this is what I spent and then this is what I made, it would be that easy. Every single time I have a conversation with my CPA during tax time, I have to get into deep conversations when it comes around
Mhm.
finances, and my mind feels scrambled sometimes. I took accounting in college. And back in those days, it was a VCR tape that you would put in, and I would just sit at the library with headphones on and study for hours. And I still got a C in that class. I don't know what it is, but it's like in accounting, the numbers are backwards. They're not like the red and the black and I get so confused, Shireen. So
Right.
you're right.
Right.
Big pain point. Big pain point for business owners. But because you've stepped in, because you've decided this is the way you love to serve, you've helped some of your clients find some big mishaps, I would say, or
Mm.
areas in their books that could have cost them hundreds of thousands of dollars. Do you want to describe a little bit more about that?
Right. So, no personal information going to be released. I'll just give you the basics of the information about this client. So, this client was a new client that had been in business for about 3 years, and they were under the impression that they did not have to pay sales tax in their state for their business type. And when I took over, lovely client, stunning client. When I took over, I just put, my boots to the floor and my magic hands, and I just got into her books. And as time passed, I started, noticing a few things during the cleanup. And that was one of the things, is there was no sales tax. And I know specifically for that business type, especially because she was also doing retail on the side with selling the products that she was buying to her customers, as well as doing the service of design. She didn't think she had to pay sales tax. And so this is what I brought to her attention in one of our month-to-month meetings. I have monthly meetings with all my clients. And we were putting our heads together, and I had a whole bunch of questions. And that was one of the questions. And so she didn't realize that she had to, which is, I think, many people, many business owners find themselves in that position. And what we could be very grateful for is that it was 3 years down the line and not 10 years down the line. And so we got tucked into reaching out to her tax accountant and getting her paying those sales tax. And she obviously had to pay quite a bit for those 3 years that she hadn't been paying. But in all together, we were doing the math, and we were able to wangle about $50,000 in saving her cash, what she would have paid to the CDTFA.
Wow. Yeah, that's amazing. And that all
It's a lot of
comes
money.
down to knowledge around the
Mm,
financial literacy piece. There's so much
yeah,
that we don't know as business owners that would take so much time for us to research, and
right,
I really believe that having experts on your team is what helps you grow your business. We can't grow our business if we say I'm going to do everything and I'm going
for
to be
sure.
responsible for doing everything, and
Mm,
I'm going to sell, and I'm going to market, and I'm going to do all my admin work, and I'm going to do all of my taxes. And any business owner that says they do their own taxes, I cringe. And I'm like,
mm,
just get a professional to do your taxes for you, please, if that's just the minimum that you do,
right,
because you don't know tax law.
right.
And that's a big piece of
Mm,
understanding how to file, expenses, depreciation. I'm constantly asking our tax accountant professional, like you mentioned, all about that. I think it's so
right.
important. So, the misconception, let's get to the misconception that
Absolutely. There's so much.
bookkeeping
There's a
is
whole bunch
just
to that.
data entry. Let's do it, Shireen. I think it's so good to talk about.
I think this is such a broad topic. And I think, there's so much to talk about when it comes to this topic that, today I was thinking, what are the two biggest questions that I get when it comes to, reasons why a business owner should hire a bookkeeper instead of doing their books by themselves? And the other one was, why should I separate my bookkeeper and my tax accountant? Why can't I just give my bookkeeping and do my taxes all with the tax accountant or the CPA? And I tell you what, and this is going to, it connects to what we were talking about. And I'll tell you first and foremost, the reasons why it's so good to keep your bookkeeper separate to your tax accountant is not only do they work well together, but they give you a greater financial oversight. So, but it always, it's also a great place to get your books updated consistently from month to month when it comes to your bookkeeper. And you don't know what's going on, but you get that information from your bookkeeper where you only speak to your tax accountant once a year. And so it's important as a business owner to work closely with both of them to keep tabs on the pulse of your business, and including its current state and the projections for its future financial health. And so that is the one question I get, is why do I need to have a bookkeeper and a tax accountant?
Mhm.
It's those are the two main reasons. But the other question is, what are the reasons a business owner should hire a bookkeeper instead of just doing their books by themselves, right? It's just income and expenses, right? Easy. But no, I'll give you 5
No,
quick
no,
reasons. It's not.
yeah,
Try. It's
no.
not. And I'll give you 5 very short, quick reasons why. It saves time and focus on running your business. How much time management do you set aside for doing your books in a week? And if you do, good on you. But how much time are you spending catching up with your books every week? And if there's, problems, does it end up being 2 hours behind your computer, every week, or 3 hours? The other reason is to ensure accuracy and compliance with tax laws and regulations. Do you know that as a business owner? As you just said, no, you don't. But your bookkeeper does. Your bookkeeper will know. So that's another reason why it's best to have that expert in your team. The other reason is access to that expert knowledge and advice. If you have any questions, go to your bookkeeper. She's in your corner. He's in your corner. They've got your back. There's anything they don't know, they're going to find out for you. But because you have that relationship and close relationship with them, you're constantly reaching out to them. You're doing monthly meetings with them. They're asking you questions on a daily basis. Reason 4, it reduces stress and avoids potential errors, right? How many of us as business owners make errors in our books and then we can't figure out where we're going wrong? Get a bookkeeper. They'll sort it out. You shouldn't have to worry about those things as a business owner. And the last one is it increases efficiency and productivity in business operations. Why? Because you've got more time as a business owner to get out into the field, to grow your business, your clientele. That's what your passion is. That's why you started the business in the first place. Get a bookkeeper.
Yeah. She is so right about all this, Shireen. I can't even say how right you are about all this because my husband and I have made all the mistakes I think that business owners have made in the past. And then, I heard something called reconciliation and I was like, what is that? Oh, well, every month they reconcile your bank accounts to your books. And I was like, why would we have to do that? These are the questions that I just don't understand. Like I could tell you everything about, marketing and getting out there and sales and conversations and all of that. But when it comes to understanding reconciliation of your books every month, I'm like, it's like blah, 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 foreign language, right? Like I just don't get it. And that doesn't mean that I'm stupid. And I think that's the big thing that we need business owners to understand. It's not that you should be shameful or embarrassed about it because you don't know how to run a business because you don't understand the back end accounting of a business. It's not that at all. It's not about that. It really is about having a professional take care of the services that your company needs. And the more that you have those professionals take care of it, think about it. If you're a one-man band, and you're responsible for being the person that answers the phone. So now you're the admin. Then you go over and now you're the trainer. Then you go over and now you're the IT person. You have to fix things. And then, a technical things. And then you have to go over and do your accounting from your accounting department and go over and be your operator and then go over and be your HR consultant. When you think about a business as it grows and all the positions it needs, every company has an accounting department. Why? Why do they have CFOs? Why do they have accountants? Because the CEOs do not have the same skill sets as the CFO. We don't have the same skill sets. So you're a visionary because you're an entrepreneur and you created this business. So Shireen, tell us a little bit more about how we reach you, because I know people want to know, how can I talk to Shireen to find out if she's the right person to be working with me to really help me navigate through? Am I spending too much money? What's going on? Do I have enough to cover my expenses? Am I making so much money that I need to start looking at areas to do something with that money? Because the IRS is like, we want that money.
Right. Exactly. Well, thanks, Colleen. I appreciate you asking me. My process is very easy to get hold of me. If you're on LinkedIn, I do have a LinkedIn page called Shireen's Bookkeeping, right? Under the company. There you'll find a contact me button. you're going to click that, and it'll take you through a whole bunch of questions with my little SBS bot that comes around and just make sure that all the information is captured that I need to know on the other side. And then we set up a consultation through the SBS bot to find a time and a date that best suits you. And then we chat, and I take a look under the hood of your vehicle, which is your bookkeeping. However, whether that be, your Excel, whether that be QuickBooks, whether that be Xero, I take a look underneath that hood, and I really get into the nitty-gritty of exactly the needs. What are you looking for?
Yeah.
So it's LinkedIn. You got my website there, Shireen'sBookkeeping.com. So that's also the other option. I do have a Instagram page and a Facebook page, Shireen's Bookkeeping. It's all there. But yeah, if you want to email me directly, you can also do that. Don't be afraid. Just ask me a question. I'm quite happy to answer any questions. I love helping people, so that's fun for me.
Yeah.
So it's Shireen at Shireen'sBookkeeping.com.
Thank you, Shireen. Today has been amazing. I want to thank you for being a member of the LEAP community and giving us the opportunity to spotlight you on every platform that we have. We really love spotlighting these amazing services that serve every business owner out there. So if you have a business and you don't have a bookkeeper or an accountant or someone that you're working with right now, please reach out to Shireen. She is a wonderful addition to your team so that you can grow and scale your business. And I want to thank all of you for being with us this week. I want to say happy 4th of July, happy birthday USA to everyone in the US. And I know over where Shireen is from, it's cold, it's Christmas in July. That's why she's wearing her Christmas shirt today. And thanks, Shireen, for joining us. And to all of you, until next time, don't forget, be you and be strong. Bye-bye for now.